draw today, Coach. We'll start with the opening statement on the questions.
Yeah, look, I think we prepared well to go into this game, but at the end of the day, we faced an opponent that had also prepared well and had progressed through their games, and I think a tie is a fair result for Texas Southern and for ourselves. I don't think we really did enough to win the game. So even though our heads are down a little bit, I think at the same time this is a great moment for us to try and get better and reevaluate, look at some things that we did well and some things that we need to get better with. So overall, for us, we've got to make sure that we can stay consistent with, our tempo. Our focus, was tonight to be better on the ball in the attacking half, and we weren't. Until we can do that, I think we're not going to generate too many clear offensive moments. So we've got to just definitely have a higher quality in that attacking half when we're on the ball. We can't just have those 50-50 moments where they're just not really troublesome shots or the crosses aren't dangerous. So we got to raise that quality in that attacking half for sure. And I think that's what we lacked tonight.
Yeah, and it seemed like in this one the momentum was kind of traded back and forth a lot. First half didn't see any scoring, but then second it seemed like it was kind of flip-flopping a lot. Just kind of what did you see in that regard, and how do you think that played out as the game kind of got into the later stages?
Gotcha. So we again, I want to reiterate just on my previous statement. I think for us the whole strategy was to get our forwards, our front line into certain moments where they can help and get the support from our midfielders, and they just weren't able to really get that, whether it was not enough support from midfield or wasn't enough from our forwards to hold the ball up. So from our end, we just focused on at halftime to reiterate the message, and we didn't go out there and really do it. I think they did a really good job of counter pressing us. They lose the ball, but then they win it back again pretty quickly, and we struggled with that. I think that pressure on us really caused us some stress, and we struggled with their pressure for sure. I think in midfield, we need to do a lot better taking care of that ball, finding moments to keep it, and obviously play through to our forwards and have the quality to support them. Definitely an even game, and I think, like I said, I think a tie is a fair result.
Yeah, and we'll start. You guys were able to put the first goal on the board today. I know Melissa kind of had that run and was able to draw the penalty in the box, and she was able to put that one on. Just what do you think of her ability to be able to do that in that moment right there?
Yeah, we've been working a lot on trying to get our attacking mids. That's where Melissa plays. Try to support our front runners and even getting behind at times. And I think that was a great opportunity for us to execute on that, and it executed and it worked. So I think when we stick to certain strategies that we practice and we talk about, I think they can be effective. So that was a prime example. That penalty was won in a really good offensive moment for us. So I was happy with that moment.
Yeah, and then I know they had the penalty on the other end that Haven was able to save, and it seemed like that was kind of the culmination of a pretty good game for the ending aside. Just what do you think of the effort that she was able to give throughout today?
Yeah, I think Haven deserved a clean sheet, to be very open with you. I think she's a stable goalkeeper, gives us some confidence and composure back there, and her experience really shone through on that penalty. She had a really good idea of where that player was going to take that shot. She went that way, made a great save, and kept us in the game for sure. So she's got to continue to do the right thing and focus on staying sharp. And she's a strong piece of our back line for sure.
Yeah, and then the goal conceded at the end there, it kind of seemed like it gave it away there in the box, and it kind of just led to an opportunity. Just kind of what did you see on that one?
We beat ourselves. I'm going to be straight up with you. I think that was a moment that, even on the throw-in and the positioning of our players, I think we were waiting for the game to end, and there was still 4 minutes on the clock, and you can't do that. You can't be hoping that the game ends sooner than it actually does, and they caught us off guard. They were sharp. Two of our players really didn't communicate, and they capitalized, and it was a goal that they really, really earned. So we're really proud of our team's performance, but at the same time, the fair result was a tie, and we have to be better in several areas to continue to grow.
Yeah, and you kind of mentioned earlier about getting stronger on the attacking end. I know the 3 goals you've had this season have all come off set pieces. You had the throw in the first game, then the free kick, and the penalty today. Just is that kind of going to be the emphasis going forward on getting the attacking side of that stronger, just from open play in the games of the future?
We need to score goals from open play. So we're fully aware that we're scoring on restarts, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, open play is important for us. And again, I think we could have had a goal in the first 3 or 4 minutes with my Joy Anderson with a ball she received, and she took a shot that was cleared off the line. So at the end of the day, I think restarts are important. That's a focus for us. but we've got to start being a little bit more dynamic offensively and creating better opportunities. And to be very honest with you, our focus has been our defensive shape, our defensive focus. We really only have had 1.5 practice sessions on our offensive identity. So long way to go, but we're okay with where we're at.
Agreed. Thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you.